In the winter of 2020, a quiet rebellion took place in the heart of Silicon Valley. A group of top researchers packed up their desks at OpenAI and walked out. They weren't leaving for more money. They were leaving out of fear. The company they built, Anthropic, chose a different path. Their creation, Claude, was designed not just to compete, but to prove a fundamental thesis, that true artificial intelligence must possess a digital conscience. By 2023, the tech world was obsessed with jailbreaking AI, tricking chatbots into providing instructions for making weapons or launching cyber attacks. While other companies relied on thousands of underpaid human content moderators to play a never-ending game of whack-a-mole, Anthropic took a radically different approach. They invented something called constitutional AI. Instead of humans constantly correcting the AI, they gave the AI a written constitution, a set of principles. Then, they had a second AI train the first AI to follow those rules. It meant the model could critique its own behavior without human intervention. The result was an AI that felt distinctly different from its competitors. It was less boastful. It admitted when it didn't know an answer. It didn't just refuse harmful prompts, it explained why. It was an AI built with a deliberate personality, helpful, harmless, and honest. But safety alone doesn't win a market. In mid-2023, Anthropic dropped a technological bombshell that changed how the world used large language models, the 200,000 token context window. Before Claude, interacting with AI was like talking to someone with short-term memory loss. You could pass it a few pages of text, but anything more and it forgot the beginning of the conversation. Suddenly, Claude arrived, and you could drop an entire financial report, a whole legal case history, or an entire codebase into the prompt box all at once. This wasn't just a quantitative upgrade, it was a qualitative leap. Claude became an intellectual partner capable of synthesizing sprawling networks of data instantly. By the release of the Claude 3 family, Sonnet and Opus, it wasn't just reading information. It was exhibiting nuanced reasoning that rivaled human graduate students. The ERA of agents, artifacts and Claude code. By 2024 and 2025, the AI landscape shifted from passive text generators to active builders. Anthropic introduced artifacts, turning a simple chat interface into a real-time development environment. Artifacts completely demystified code. You didn't just get a wall of text that you had to copy-paste. Claude built a sandbox right next to your chat where you could see your website or your app run immediately. It turned ideas into functional software in seconds. It democratized building on the web. Then came the next massive evolution, Claude Code and the Computer Use API. AI was no longer confined to a web browser. It was given a digital set of hands, allowing it to navigate computers and operate software tools directly inside the machine's terminal. Claude Code represents the shift from a chatbot to an agent. You don't tell it how to write a line of code anymore. You give it an objective like, fix the login bug in my repository. It explores the codebase, runs tests, fixes the error, and tells you when it's done. It's like hiring an autonomous engineer who works. The AI Cold War and the Silicon Frontier. This unprecedented technical capability triggered an escalating corporate arms race. Tech titans poured billions into Anthropic to secure a stake in the future of intelligence. Amazon committed over $4 billion, Google followed close behind. The stakes were no longer just about software, it was about physical, industrial power on a global scale. We are looking at an infrastructure war. The companies that can secure the most advanced semiconductor chips and the massive amounts of electricity needed to run these server farms will dictate the future of human labor. As Claude's capabilities expanded into financial modeling, legal research, and autonomous enterprise operations, it triggered profound societal questions. If an AI can perform weeks of human analysis in seconds, what happens to the knowledge worker? The mirror of humanity. Claude began as a quiet corporate defection, rooted in the belief that raw machine power must be guided by human ethics. Today, it stands as a testament to a different philosophy of technology, that intelligence is not just about raw optimization, but about understanding. Ultimately, these models are a mirror of human culture. They learn from our books, our code, our conversations, and our mistakes. The goal isn't to build a god, it's to build a tool that brings out the best in us. As the line between human intent and machine execution continues to blur, one thing is certain: the rebel architects of Anthropic didn't just build an artificial intelligence. They changed the trajectory of human progress forever. If you like the video, please subscribe.